got it, man. Here we go.
Damn, dude. Oh my god, that looked like it hurt so bad. Are you alright, dude?
I'm okay. That looks super.
Counts.
We need to play.
You ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Shane is driving separate because he's coming from his college where he gets educated.
He's gonna leave it on.
He's gonna take it off as soon as he gets in there.
No. No.
Oh no, he did the little
man.
What's up, guys? This is Jesse. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna answer some of your questions on Facebook now. Shane's not here, so
Woo!
we'll be answering any of Shane's questions for him without his, consent.
Tyler Litz
Ooh.
asks, what has been the worst and best touring experience so far?
I think we can all agree what our worst one is. So
Iowa, definitely. Getting stuck after playing a show, needing to get gas, but not having any gas pumps open, followed by Tony trying to throw up all over the van.
what would our best tour experience be?
I would say Madison. It was a great show at a newer venue with a lot of great bands. Unfortunately, we had to leave early because we had to drive back to Virginia to play the next day, but I think that show went really well. We got a lot of positive feedback, met a lot of cool people.
Yeah. So worst experience, Iowa. Best experience, Madison, Wisconsin.
The Iowa experience had nothing to do with the people of the show. It was just getting stuck, already exhausted, and all that good stuff.
All right, next question comes from, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last
What
name.
is it?
Jacob.
His name is Jacob. Jacob A.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to butcher this, but
Okay, let's hear it. Give it a try.
ask him a witch.
All right, Jacob Askamowicz.
Will Shane ever return to his life of searching for gold going by the name Yukon Cornelius?
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Once we get to the point where we feel comfortable enough to kick him out of the band, I expect that he will go back to his roots. Agreed? Agreed?
Yeah.
That's a good
Agreed?
question.
Yeah.
I like it. Joe Little asks, what drives you the most when it comes to being a part of a band?
The money, the fame.
Treasuring moments like this where like Shane isn't around,
Yeah,
that's probably the best part.
I think so.
I'd just say being able to go out and like share something that I'm passionate about, share something that I've helped create with other people is what drives me to keep on getting better, and also just, being in a van with Shane for too many hours.
Yep.
All right, Jiz, what motivates you?
Yeah, just being able to do what I love and kind of connect with people over that. I think that's really what drives me, is just being able to connect with people over doing something that I really enjoy doing.
The
Okay.
next two questions are going to be from Joe Little.
Okay.
Would you rather be in a band now or back in the 1980s?
Now.
Definitely
Now.
Now,
Now. I don't want to be in a band in the 1980s.
I
I
feel
would just
like
be on blow in the 80s. That's it.
the whole reason I got into music was because I started producing and songwriting with a computer and stuff. I wouldn't have been able to do that in the 80s, so I feel like I wouldn't have been as passionate about it as I am now, because that's one of my favorite things to do,
Yeah. I would say now, just because we're at a point where everybody able to make music, it really pushes you to the next level, that you have to figure out what's going to be catchy, what's going to keep the attention long enough of the fans, of people out there who just love music. So it's kind of pushing forward music in general. So yeah, I think I'd rather do that now, whereas before, everyone who was performing was talented, and they did well for themselves, but now there's more competition at the earlier level. So
I would rather be in a band now. I just overall enjoy the energy more of like bands nowadays than back in the 1980s.
Yeah, I think now, because I think there's really a lot more opportunities now where you can kind of get your music out there to really anyone. So I think now is probably one of the best times to be a musician.
So I feel like it's very challenging nowadays to pursue a career in music. What else we got from Joe Little?
This one is individually, even though we have been answering them
Okay.
individually. What artists influence you the most?
I think for me, hands down, it'd have to be Periphery. The last few years, they've been like, I don't know, I like watch all their documentaries of them writing and producing their music. And I love seeing bands that do stuff like that. And that's been really inspiring for me, especially the last few years. What about you? What you got?
Well, I mean, always Tony Williams. Always find myself just going back and listening to his music, no matter time. What else I'm listening to? He's a consistent or Glassjaw. But those would be my most influential artists.
As an artist,
Yeah.
I'd probably
The Wiggles.
the Wiggles, dude. I mean, they got that yummy yummy in the tummy. What else would you need?
Yeah, it used to be Under Oath, but I mean, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed with their last album, to be honest. So I don't.
They let
they
Jizz
let me
down.
So I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Jizz is lost ever since Under Oath sucks.
Yeah.
I'll answer for Shane. Nirvana.
When's the next show in Lynchburg if you guys plan on performing here again? That is from Will Snyder.
What can we say? Can we say something?
There are
Okay.
things in motion that cannot officially be announced.
No, it's gonna happen again. Obviously, we love playing hometown. That's our favorite. And we always get the most people out and the most energy from Lynchburg shows, hands down.
Also from Will Snyder, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
7. Next question.
How is John so perfect? That comes from TJ Huffman.
It's a false question.
Don't even
Okay.
lie.
See these holes in his ears?
They're like mini buttholes.
That's pretty much it. That
That's-
just gets the sexiness level off the charts.
Coming from Jacob, this same guy as before.
Okay.
Which one of you has the smelliest socks? Yeah,
It's Johnny.
it's Johnny.
Honestly, no one really stands out with the smelliest socks. But
I feel like I just sweat the most, so it's inherent that I'm gonna have the smelliest socks.
yeah, we're just gonna assume Johnny does.
No. Fuck
No,
you,
we
Shane.
really no Shane. Yeah, Shane has the smelliest socks.
Yeah. This comes from Victor Roman.
Oh boy.
Oh, Victor.
Who has the loudest burp in the band? Can we
I don't
try it out?
Probably Johnny.
assume Johnny. We don't have anything with carbonation in here.
I don't know.
I don't think it's me. My burps aren't very loud.
I don't.
My burps are really
My
quiet.
burps are quiet too.
Yeah.
It's kind of pathetic.
Shane.
Shane.
Shane. Shane.
What's the release date of your next new song? Also from Victor Roman.
We can't say yet. Soon, but not too soon, but really soon,
But also,
but pretty far away.
but not exactly far away, but like kind of far away. But also soon.
But very soon.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
From Victor Roman. What is John's beauty regimen?
John, want to shed some light on that?
Yeah. So I pretty much just wake up in the morning. I piss excellence. Yeah, you know, a lot of no sleeping, some video games, the occasional day drink, after drink. That's about it.
You gotta start with Joseph.
Joseph's.
Yeah.
Who has the best hair? Jared.
Definitely
Yeah.
Jared.
He rocks.
Here, let's get a good look at this luscious head of
Oh,
hair.
look at that.
Oh God,
Baby.
dude,
What's up, girl?
this guy conditions 3 times a day,
4.
4 times a day.
Exact. Yeah, I conditioner my hair, and I also shampoo my hair. And
Damn, I should try that.
I also occasionally put water in it.
What?
And- oh, boy, have you got something to learn from me?
Also from Joe Graybill, what's been your favorite show you've played? I would say hands down.
EP.
I think we can like unanimously agree that it was the EP release show.
EP show definitely.
Back in March
Yeah.
last year. I think we packed the whole place. We've actually the place we played at Dapper Dan's, rest in peace.
Rip.
It's not around anymore, but I think that was the most people a show has ever brought to that place before. So the house was packed. We had all our friends playing, and it was just a really good time.
Dude, I was there.
Yeah, you were there.
Played it.
I played that
Played it.
show.
Who was your favorite band? This is from Justin. Who's your favorite band you worked with, and why is it A Brighter Skies? I mean, have you met them?
There's
They're-
no other reasons need to be
Pretty
said.
much.
They're beautiful. They're
Yeah.
beautiful people.
They're great.
Yeah, that's it.
They're the best.
From Nicholas Reed, what is the hardest thing about being a touring band? Money. Money.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah.
We're all pretty broke all the time.
It's the truth.
Definitely money.
Yeah.
Just trying to work a job and then go out on the road. The hardest part about being in this touring band is Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got another one from Nicholas Reed. On future singles / records, will there be a different atmosphere to the music you make?
I think the music itself is always I think we're always going to be evolving just like any other band in our music writing and what we're feeling and what is influencing us at that point in time. So I think the atmosphere will always change, but I think the core you'll always be able to kind of see the roots.
Yeah. I think the songs we're working on now are quite different from what's on the EP. You know, we're trying new things out. We're trying a lot of new things out. I'd overall say they're heavier. We're definitely heading in the heavy direction.
This question comes from Todd Gilbert. Are we gonna hear anything heavier soon? Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't say anything.
We can't say anything.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
This question comes from a man that you may have heard.
Wait,
he's kind of famous.
No way.
Yeah, he's kind of famous. His name is Alec Kyle Pring. How do you say
this
his
is
last
from
name?
this is from
Prange.
Alec Pringle.
This is from Alec Pringle. Funniest tour story.
So check this out. We got invited to play this festival last summer down in South Carolina, about 40 minutes from Myrtle Beach. And we're like, cool, it's a metal festival. That should be really fun, a really good time. And we showed up to this festival after traveling for how long?
About 6 hours.
6 hours? We drove 6 hours out to this festival, and there was nobody there. There was literally 20 people there.
There were.
This was
But after the drug bust, there was no one.
yeah. There was a drug bust where these cops showed up, and this one dude was selling something out of his car,
He got arrested with 30 kilos of coke.
Yeah.
and everybody just left after that. So we ended up playing to
The sound guy.
the sound guy and 3 of our friends who came with us.
Bartender.
Yeah. So I think that was pretty funny.
This comes from Joseph Carter Graybill. What keeps you guys so motivated? Coming from Joseph Carter Graybill.
The goals that I want to achieve and just working towards them. You know, that's about it. It's just there's goals that I want to achieve in music, and one of them is making a career in just making music. So just working towards that. I just don't ever want to stop trying.
With all the stress that's involved, it's way too much fun doing something that you love. So giving myself the opportunity to make it a career as well is something I'm going to work my tail off to achieve. So,
Well, you see, I'm not very good at anything else. So if I fail at this, then I just fail everything. So
Dude, you
that's
can kill
pretty
bears in
motivating.
7 days to die.
Dude, you ain't lying. I'm pretty good at that too.
What keeps me motivated is just kind of, just being able to do what I really enjoy doing and potentially making a career out of it. Like you guys have said, I think being able to do something that you really enjoy doing for a living is, a lot more beneficial to you than just working a job the rest of your life that you really don't.
This comes from Alec. He asks, favorite memory with me? ? Winky face.
You remember that one time where Johnny showed up to my house in the van to go to South Carolina to pick me up, and you popped out and I had no idea you were going to be there? That was a pretty great moment.
being in your wedding.
Oh yeah, that was cool too, I guess.
Being in your wedding was definitely my favorite.
We don't really have many memories together yet. But I remember that one time where we went into Little Caesars together, and you gave a man like an extra penny or something. It might have been an extra $1. I don't know. It was generous, and that's my favorite memory of you ever since. Alec asks, what are you guys looking forward to most this upcoming year?
We can't tell you.
Yeah.
We can't spill the details of what we're so excited about this year. There's a lot of things that we're really excited about this year, but we can't tell you anything. So, nothing. Nothing at all.
This question comes from Paige Myers. She asks, which one of you do you think would be the prettiest woman? Considering Shane is already a woman, I'd say he's probably the prettiest of us. No,
Really?
never
Bearded
mind. I
lady.
take that completely.
That's some smack to all of us.
Yeah, you're right. Joseph Carter Graybill asks, when will Jizz change his name on Facebook to Jizz?
I don't know. Just
Never.
never.
That's not gonna happen.
You heard it here first, folks.
He's gonna let everyone down.
I'm sorry, guys.
He's got family.
Yeah, I've got family on there.
Can't really do that when you got family.
Even though they told me.
I mean,
Tyler Litz asks,
oh
No.
I'm not gonna.
No. Tyler, you know what you did. Stop it.
So, another last name that I can't pronounce.
Give it your best.
Well, first I'll just say Chris B, but I'm Chris Briox. Briox. So he says for Shane. Well, we can't really do this one, but
no, yeah, we can. What's the
for
question?
Shane, pick one guitarist, past or present. Who's the best?
Me. Shane picks me. Next question. No, honestly, I think he thinks you're the best guitarist ever.
What?
It's from your tapping parts. He's like,
He's always
oh my god, that's so amazing. He drools whenever you play a guitar.
From Nick as well. Nick and Sheena Bibi, or Vibe. What is the number of spiders your will tolerate in one location before you burn it to the ground for an infestation?
Well, given the earlier conundrum that Tony was in,
That's a tough one. I'd say
Still a
one.
spider in your bag.
A spider crawled in my bag earlier, and I beat the shit out of my bag to kill the spider. So rest in peace. I'd say one. One spider is all it takes.
This comes from Adrian Acosta. What is the key to forming and keeping a band together?
I think you have to have similar goals. You have to all want the same thing, and you have to really want it and not be afraid to work for it. And you have to get along really well. You have to be friends first.
Which none of us do. Comes from Allison Marie. What is your must-have item when traveling, as a band and individually?
I mean, the van.
Yeah, the van.
The van. The van's a pretty must-have item to travel. I'd say my headphones.
Yeah, headphones.
Yeah.
Headphones. Everyone, headphones, Johnny.
Maybe a blanket and pillow.
Yeah,
Maybe.
headphones.
Blanket
Yeah.
or pillow. Phone.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything.
Baby wipes. Take a little quick shower. Hit the,
Yeah.
Allison Marie also asks, what is your must-have snack? Individually, she wants us to answer.
What's your must-have snack, Johnny?
Well, that would be Jared.
I agree.
Cages.
Party mix.
Party mix. Cheez-It, no, those white cheddar Cheez-It grooves. Those are the bomb.
Mine are definitely a box of chicken and biscuits. If you've never had them, they're really good. They're the best. Ethan Wright asks, what do y'all consider to be your best song?
None of them.
I don't know. Favorite song. Let's just say favorite song to play. We'll say Nothing and No One as far as released music.
Anyone else?
I would agree with that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good answer.
Pretty much what Johnny said.
Yeah.
My favorite would be unreleased at the moment, but out of the music that we have released, Nothing and No One would probably be my favorite.
Nicholas Reed asks, what was the defining moment in your lives that made you want to be a musician? I was born and my dad gave me a full-size guitar at like age, I don't know, young. And the guitar was bigger than me, and then I was like, dude, I'm gonna be a rock star. And it still hasn't happened.
I think I went to my first concert and just feeling that energy just put something in me, That's all I wanted to do.
I just love playing music, and if I can, I don't know, I've always wanted to have music on, listening to it at any time, so it just makes sense. Nothing specific.
I think what really kicked it off for me was my first time going to Warped Tour back in 2007. And that whole experience as a whole really just kind of what kick-started me to just really be part of something special. So, yeah, I'd probably say Warped Tour.
Alright, this comes from Adrian Acosta. Where do you guys get your inspiration while writing?
Other artists inspire me, and then that inspires me to write.
It depends on the mood that I'm in, or like what we're writing. If we're going for more of a moody song, then I'll listen to artists that kind of have that more kind of feel to it, draw my inspiration for that particular song at that point.
I think a lot of inspiration I get from writing is just like basically what happens in my like daily life, what's going on with what I'm going through, and I just kind of focus that energy and put it into something, and that's just what I like to do.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like what Jared said. I mean, just kind of your everyday experiences, and you might hear a song, and also listening to other artists, like you guys said, you might hear a song that you can really relate to, and be like, oh wow, like that really, kind of inspires me. So, yeah, just really hearing music and relating that to your everyday experiences, just kind of pushes me to be creative. Yeah.
This one comes from Tyler Litz. How much Taco Bell is consumed while on tour?
It depends on who's driving.
It's if I'm driving, I will stop at almost every Taco Bell I pass. But if they're driving, they won't stop for me. I have to beg and plead.
Or lie to us and say he has to poop.
Yeah, one time we were driving somewhere, and I saw a Taco Bell coming up, and I knew they wouldn't stop if I said, "Hey, look at Taco Bell, I want to eat." So I lied and said I had to use the bathroom, and they pulled over, and I went in and just ordered food. I didn't have to use the bathroom. But realistically, if we see a Taco Bell, I am kind of hungry, and nacho fries are back.
We're not stopping.
Dude, I don't even like Taco Bell.
You take that back.
Don't, man.
They got the.
back.
They have two good items on their menu. Got nacho fries,
Taco fries?
taco fries, yeah, and cinnamon twists. Yeah, those are the best items on their menu. Everything else is garbage. Justin Penalva asks, if you guys had to change your style, what genre would you go for? What genre would you go for?
I'd probably know life it and play jazz. Because I would have to know life it to get good enough to play jazz.
I'd probably make pop.
I would make like lo-fi moody music. This question comes from Andrew Wheeler. He asks, will you be doing any more reimagined songs in the style you did with Graves?
I don't know. That was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. We just cooked up. Like, I was just sitting at home and I made the instrumental in like a day or two, and I sent it to the guys and they all liked it, and then we all spent like a few days together like working on the melodies for the vocals and stuff and recording it. And it wasn't planned. There wasn't anything planned, so I can't say whether we will or won't do something like that again.
The possibility is always there.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's something that we're going to actively pursue, but that's not to say that it won't happen again.
Yeah, it could happen again. It's really just, we just kind of make whatever we feel like. So if we're feeling it, we probably will, but we can't guarantee it.
This question comes from Todd Gilbert. He asks, how do you guys meet?
Speed dating.
Speed dating. Speed dating.
Speed dating.
Speed dating. Speed dating. Speed dating. Okay, next question.
All right. Adrian Acosta asks, what is each member's favorite band / song?
That changes a lot for me, but I'd say it's like, it jumps around between Periphery and Architects and North Lane. Yeah. I don't have a favorite song, okay? I like too many songs to pick a favorite one.
I got two. Again, Tony Williams. But as far as like more on the metal side, The Acacia Strain, for sure. I like all the stuff on Wormwood. I don't know. We'll say JFC.
Favorite band? Easy. Invent Animate. Favorite
I knew
song?
you'd say that.
Easy. Dark Blue.
I don't know, man. I kind of listen to like a lot of stuff. I don't like have like one particular favorite band. But lately I've been, Issues new stuff has been really good. So I've been digging that. Like I don't know. I don't really have a favorite band right now.
Okay.
Willie Lee asks, is Johnny really Asian?
Hi.
Ethan Wright asks, any current plans to do any shows farther northwest?
Yes. That's all we can say right now. We just we'll be going around a lot this summer.
Brandon Staten.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever told Ryan that he looks like Darius Rucker?
Ryan, Jizz, you look like Darius Rucker, dog.
Yes. All right, guys. That's all the questions we can answer right now. Thank you for leaving us all the questions. Stop doing it. Thank you guys for all the questions. Give me that. Give me that. Thank you guys for leaving us all the questions. We really appreciate it. Where's the bonk? I expected it to. Thank you guys for all the lovely questions. We tried to answer as many as we could. I hope you enjoyed having this intimate moment with the important members of two sides of me.
Get blocked, dude.